Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay after the loss. It's Loss Monday, okay? Knockout Monday. This is serious? Got a little time, baby. You know how we roll up in this bitch, all right? So, Cowboys eliminated from the playoffs. All right, didn't go well. The season, was not a success. An improvement, yes, but success, no. So now, here we go with the conversation as far as like what's next for this team, and it starts at the top, right? GM, owner, president, that stays the same, always will. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and we got Will McClay extended, which is good for the personnel side. All right, but these guys will be in meetings here. What I'm told is today, you know, possibly tomorrow, to discuss the team. Will Mike McCarthy be involved in these conversations? Is there a conversation happening right now, today, about the future of the Mike McCarthy regime? All right. We know that Dan Quinn is interviewing for teams. He's a strong candidate for the Denver Broncos, and I'm sure some other teams as well, just to mention a few. But Kellen Moore as well, which I think is really the one that needs to go. Is the last remnant of the Jason Garrett type of offense, you know. But what I'm going to talk about today here is what is the roadmap for the Cowboys? What's the future of the head coaching position here for the Cowboys? Because I think there's going to be a roadmap here after today, after these behind closed door meetings. I think this is the game plan, right? I'm gonna go over it with you, all right? So, couple things in play here. Do the Cowboys want to move on from Mike McCarthy? If they do, they need to do it quick. And in that case, is Dan Quinn in conversation to be the head coach? Me personally, I wouldn't like that. Dan Quinn, he's okay. He doesn't have the credentials of Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy took his teams to several NFC Championship games, playoffs, divisional rounds, all sorts of things, right? 10-9 in the playoffs now after yesterday's loss. Dan Quinn, the Super Bowl run, a couple years ago with Matt Ryan, and then after that, the wheels fell off, right? So if you do that, we're going through the Chan Gailey, era again, where you can somebody real quick, you're moving on, and then you're gonna go down a dark path. All right. So that scenario I do not like at all. All right. I do not like the scenario of elevating even Kellen Moore to the head coaching position. That because then you're retreading Jason Garrett mediocrity. I just don't think Kellen Moore has the temperament to be a head coach. I see him on the sideline. I saw some of the looks that him and Dak had on some of these 3-and-outs, and I didn't see much communication there. I just don't know if the real respect is really there. They all say that the right thing, to the camera, but you know, these guys were once competing for the same job. So I don't like either of those scenarios, right? Now, the scenario that I think is more realistic is this, and this is the roadmap I'm gonna give you guys. All right, Dan Quinn's probably gonna leave. All right, so let's take him out of the equation. you you have to bring in another defensive coordinator. Now, this is where the talks behind closed doors happen. All right, bring in a defensive coordinator that we can keep for the next head coach. All right. So what I'm saying is Sean Payton. All right. Yeah, we're talking about him. He's got 1 year left with the New Orleans Saints. After that, free agent time for him. I think at that point Jerry Jones will go all in for Sean Payton. Okay. So if you have somebody in place for defensive coordinator, maybe you have that guy already in place. So my two defensive coordinators that I want to bring in here to replace Dan Quinn, assuming he leaves, would be Vic Fangio or Mike Zimmer. And I think either one will keep this defense on course and continue to build on what we started this year. All right, I like both of them. Vic Fangio, top defensive coordinator whenever he's a coordinator. Mike Zimmer is a solid defensive coordinator as well. I'm not talking about head coach for either of these guys. I think both these guys are better off as coordinators. And that's what I think about Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is another Wade Phillips type. He's more of a coordinator. These guys, they specialize in coordinating. They need to stick there. All right. So I think that would be the roadmap. When you bring now, if you do, if you're able to bring in Sean Payton next year, you gotta let him bring his own offensive guys. You gotta let him implement his own offense. Let him bring his own coordinator. We gotta flush out this Garrett shit, bro. To me, Sean Payton. I mean, look what he did with Jameis Winston. Former number one bust. He won some games with that guy. You know what I mean? So he knows how to scheme the quarterback's strengths and weaknesses. Kellen Moore does not know how to do this. Dak Prescott under Kellen Moore will just be an okay quarterback. He's already peaked. He's been in the league for we're going on 7 years now. Okay, virtually the same system, and we're still talking about overthrowing, underthrowing, timing, this and that. We're not getting the ball down the field. The stats are there, but the wins are not there. All right. It's time to blow this thing up and go with an offensive scheme change, a real one. So it's next season is going to be very interesting because if these are the rumblings, you may be looking at a down year for the Cowboys because basically you're going to have a lame duck. You're going to have a lame duck situation next season, regardless, because that's going to be the conversation. The whole season is going to be like, oh, Mike McCarthy lost here. Sean Payton, this is his final year. That'll be the conversation the whole year, and it'll be a lame duck situation, which might set up the Cowboys for a good draft position for Sean Payton's incoming year. I hate to say it, but we've seen this before with the Cowboys. This is the type of situation that's getting set up here, and it's one that's created here by the Jones family. All right, now Sean Payton comes from the Bill Parcells tree. All right, so he's not gonna be like Bill Parcells. I mean, he's not gonna be like McCarthy. McCarthy is more like a Wade Phillips type, where he's gonna work with the front office. He's not gonna push back on some stuff. Sean Payton is more of a, from a Parcells coaching tree. He knows what he wants. He knows what it's gonna take. He's not gonna take in leftovers. He's not gonna want Kellen Moore here to run his offense and learn another offense, and this sort of thing. So that's the roadmap I have in place, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And so let me go over it again. So, Dan Quinn gone, bring in another coordinator that possibly might be able to work with your next coach. Think about that. But if Sean Payton wants to come in here and bring in his own defensive coordinator, you let him do it. Either way, I think you're bringing in a new coordinator, Vic Fangio or Mike Zimmer. All right. We're still going to have another year of Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, and it's probably going to end in a lame duck way, right? Because knowing that Sean Payton will probably be the next coach for the Cowboys the following year when his contract is up, creates this lame duck situation. Where we're probably not going to win many games. All right. So, but let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think about the future of the coaching staff. Do you think McCarthy, Quinn, and Moore all remain here? Or do you think there's going to be a little bit of a shakeup? Let me know what you guys think right now. I'm interested to know what theories that you have in place. What is your roadmap for the future? Continue to like, subscribe, and share, guys. See you for the next one. Peace.